balance changes have officially been released for update 22. Is it update 22? Update 22. Okay, we've got a laundry list of units that are being reworked. A lot of the top damage legendaries are being nerfed. So you're going to have to stand by and see if your favorite card is even going to be remotely viable in the upcoming update. But fellas, grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. Welcome back once again, fellas. We're going to be jumping right into a game here, talking about the balancing changes that are coming in the next update. Okay, there's a lot of them, and what better way to talk about them than going live with Inquiz while we're going up against a Monk player, both of which are within the balancing changes scope. Okay. And you guys know the deal. We're going to be playing this game, trying our best. This is one of my favorite decks to play right now, although it doesn't really have any benefit from this week's faction booster necessarily. Dryad gets leveled up here and there. I think that's the only one that's Forest Alliance. But either way, this deck is super, super fun. We only need to rock with the one Knight statue. And we're going to be talking all about the update as we go. So let's just first things first, get our Inquiz on a J tile. And then we're going to talk about the update as we go. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do that. I guess I'll do that. We can do this. We'll just hold off. Let's jump right in. I know that's why you guys are here, so let's talk about it. And first one on the docket, of course, is Monk. And if you guys need to follow along, or if you want to read them for yourselves, the best way to find this information is by going through the Rush Royale official Discord page or the Rush Royale official Facebook page. That's where I am right now. Okay, Monk. Attack interval increased from 0.6 seconds to 0.7 seconds. Mana power-up damage bonus now depends on unit level. Was 100% at all levels. Now it's 40% at level 7. Oh my gosh, that's a huge nerf. Plus 5% per level, which equals 80% at level 15. Illumination, which must be the talent, okay, now triggers with a 50% chance. I don't know what it was before. Let's look at this Monk player here. Does he have Illumination? No, he doesn't. So I wonder if Illumination is one of those that he wasn't overly popular. Let's spam out a little bit here. We're just going to go there. Wow, that's pretty gorgeous. I'm just going to do... I don't even know what I just cleansed, but it's all good. Why? Let's talk about the why. I love that they added this in. That wasn't always there, but now they talk about why they're doing the changes that they are. I'm also getting... okay, we're all good. Here we go. Why? Adding an area attack and reducing the mana power-up cooldown significantly increases the Monk's win rate at all levels. At the same time, the convenience of the game has increased, and the possibilities of using unit mechanics has been expanded. To top it all off, at high levels, a full-field Monk's is a static game, true, where the mana power-up button is periodically pressed. At lower levels 7, 9, and 11, talents allow you to defeat other units when... inviolable frequency. With inviolable frequency, okay. These changes are intended to maintain the usability of the unit's mechanics, but weaken the power in order to balance the Monk against his classmates. Classmates? Don't think that's the right word, but it's gonna be fine. Let's just do this and this. It's just Tamer, not a big deal. Let's just keep eating these guys. We've got like nothing that can really go wrong here. Oh, we should definitely be increasing our Knight statue. So let's see. We're gonna get one of these upgraded at some point. I'm probably just gonna use these Dryads to increase my Inquiz, and then we can kind of go from there. 57 seconds. Let's see what this guy's rocking. Level 5 gadget. Some pretty decent equipment. Okay. Frost. Let's talk about Frost. It looks like all the talents are being changed. So Ice Breath. Duration reduced from 4 seconds to 3 seconds. Ice Walk. Duration reduced from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. I can't do it with my one hand. Ice Shield, duration from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Still not the right ones. And then Armor Increase Reduction from 60% to 40%. Okay, I actually got the 40 in there on that one. Frost at a high level is in a lot of decks. It's actually really popular. And then the last one says Cold Blood reduced the percentage increase of the effect duration from 50% to 33%. So very, very interesting right there. It's another one of those cards that, like, at low levels, you never see it. At high levels, it's just in some of the most annoying decks ever. So I'm not, like, surprised. Look at that. Oh, yeah, it can cleanse everything on that board. It's actually wild. But let's talk about why. After the effect of Cleanse was weakened and the power-up effects of support units were leveled out, Frost's negative effects started affecting the opponent's game too strongly. At the moment, Frost, along with Summoners, are the support units with the highest win rate, more than 55%. Reducing the duration of negative effects has the purpose of compensating for earlier changes. Okay, that's interesting. Definitely going to just do that. Just going to combine out a couple of getting hit with that lag. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely true, right? It's definitely true that I'll just do this and this. Merge those out, merge these out. Keep filling with clocks, dude. I love this deck. It's so fun. Yeah, I mean, Frost at a high level is super strong. Frost at a low level, maybe not so much. So, I mean, most of those are just straight debuffs to the talent as a whole, which is a little crazy to me. But realistically, kind of makes sense. All right, we're just going to eat that. We're going to keep going. Let's just keep on. That was good. Guess we're going to hold off. So this guy got ranked up. Let's just do that. Do we have enough time to just hold out until that guy gets maxed out? I mean, his board's not looking all that amazing. Let's talk about Sea Dog. We have Sea Dog, but we don't have Monk. Kind of interesting. Sea Dog. Powder Keg. Delay before Keg explosion reduces from 2 seconds to 1 second. And Cursed Treasure paralysis duration from 4 seconds to 3.5. So that's a pretty minor debuff. Look at this guy having so much trouble. Just level everything up. 15 seconds. I want to see Warlock just come down and decimate him. Can he survive? He's got a disconnection. Love it. Why? Playing a deck with the Sea Dog is one of the most aggressive strategies in the game at the moment. At the same time, it requires a large number of movements on the battlefield and is quite complex to execute correctly. We are slightly reducing the effectiveness of the ghosts, since the Frost nerf will also have a certain impact on the Sea Dog's performance with a win rate above 55%. Reducing the delay before the Powder Keg explodes is intended to make using this talent a little bit more comfortable. Totally fine. Right? Again, it's just such a specific demographic. So few people, I would say like 1% of Rush Royale players have a high enough level Sea Dog to make him all that good and have the talents, right? I have Sea Dog. I think I'm one of the lucky few. He's a level 7. He's going to stay at a level 7, okay? But anytime you play against a high level Sea Dog, they're absolutely right. It's with a high-level Frost as well. And that's a super frustrating deck. You're making the monsters go faster. You're making the opponent not have mana. You're making the opponent get units frozen because of the ghosts on Sea Dog. It's a super frustrating deck to play against. So they're trying to eliminate that. I don't blame them at all. But that's only one win in the books, fellas. Pretty self-explanatory deck. It's actually super fun playing it this way with Dryad. We could play it a little bit differently if we were, like, laser focused. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me play this deck. Really trying to utilize it to its full potential. But let's jump into game number 2 here. We've still got Blade Dancer, Summoner, Meteor, Sharpshooter, Banshee. We got a lot. Night statue. Oh, no, not night statue. We got a lot to go through. So let's jump into game number 2. We might even need game number 3. And we're going to go right into that right here. Second game underway. We'll see if this guy actually stays in. He's only got 1600 crit, but I don't care. Blade Dancer. Let's talk about it. Unit damage at level 7 increased from 215 to 275. Let's go. My Blade Dancer's only level 8, so love that. Bonus damage. Stand by. Okay. Bonus damage with level reduced from 21.2 to 20. Then damage at level 15 increased from 1000 to 1183. Wow. Okay, so that's interesting. I didn't expect them to boost Blade Dancer necessarily. What can I do here? I'll just hit this. Boop. There we go. Just do that. Can I get like, well, we need to get something here. That guy's not helpful. Ooh, that was kind of cool. Keep going. Now we're into the talents. Floral Frenzy was increased damage by 1% up to 30 times. Now, increased damage by 1% up to 50 times. Has a wow, much more longevity. After 50, the bonus is 0.6 as before. Blooming Dash was damage increased by 0.5 after 50 times. Now, damage increased by 0.75 after 50 times. You know what? It's so funny. We were just talking about Blade Dancer in yesterday's video about how I have a bunch of the Blade Dancer cards. I don't think I have that many crystals. Could I find them? Maybe. But like, should I level her up? Should I leave her alone? I didn't have any intention. This update makes me wonder. Because people were already saying that she's pretty good. And now, clearly, she's going to be even better. Can I just get this guy leveled up one time? Let's just... too late. Too little, too late. It's alright. Elegant Parry. Mechanics changed. Oh, receiving a flower or moving the dancer has a 35% chance of removing negative effects and increasing damage to herself and her neighbors by 10% for 10 seconds. Dance of the Wind, tornado damage reduced from 400 to 350%. Why? The dancer lags noticeably behind her competitors, especially at low levels. She struggles at low levels, she really does. Increasing the unit parameters and the effectiveness of some talents is intended to compensate for this lag. Taking into account the increase in base parameters, we are slightly reducing Tornado's damage so that it remains at the same level, taking into account the other buffs. So, long story short, they're trying to boost her at low levels and increase her at high levels. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. Let's do this. I'll do that. This is pretty good. If I could get one more Dryad and then level that guy up to a 4, that would be pretty sweet. I also should probably level up this Night Statue. But okay, next one. Summoner. One with Nature. Mechanics changed. I'm trying to think one with Nature is which one of that one is. Was... If more than 10 spirits have been accumulated, then using replacement increases or decreases crit damage against monsters, but no more than once every 10 seconds. Okay, now we can do this, we can do that, and let's just do that. So now that Dryad should go up. Beautiful. Oh, it was so gorgeous. Let's just do this. Now I can go here and here. Don't mind that at all. And let's probably just utilize some of our scrappers in a second. Okay, now, if more than 10 spirits have been accumulated, each spirit received increases or decreases crit damage. Increasing critical damage against monsters on your side, reduced crit damage against monsters on your enemy side. Summoner, why? Summoner continues to be leader in the win rate among support units in aggressive decks. The effect of the talent is achieved by pressing a button at the right moment and the ease of use, in our opinion. does not correspond to the strength of the effect. We are preserving the power of talent, but the conditions of its usage have been changed. Okay, that's fair. Meteor, Burning Comet. Orb spawn chance reduced from 40 to 35. Magma Surge, damage from missing health reduced from 25 to 15. Nerfing Meteor, I'm surprised. Why? With the shortening of the game duration and the increase in the health of the monsters, Meteor with the Burning Comet talent has started defeating other units more often, even while significantly lagging behind the opponent in terms of critical damage. Okay. That's a good reason, okay? The slight reduction in talent effectiveness is intended to even out the situation, and we will continue to monitor closely Meteor's effectiveness in the future. Well, that's kind of fair, you know, because Meteor is one of the only cards that deals percent damage rather than like outright damage. So it makes sense to me that because they're increasing the HP of monsters, reducing the time that a typical game is played, Meteor is shining. So they're trying to balance that out. Fair enough. Okay. Sharpshooter. Stunning Shot. The only one that people really like. Stun duration when killing a boss is reduced 6 seconds to 4 seconds. The visual effect of the shot has been simplified. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot to look at. That's fair. Why? The Stunning Shot talent can disable the enemy board if there are enough sharpshooters on the board. Yeah, true. We're slightly reducing the stun duration on boss kills, and that's it. Okay, that's all they're talking about. I would really like it if they could make... if they were able to make Sharpshooter more effective at killing bosses, and maybe less as a toxic unit, because that's the whole point of Sharpshooter in the game originally, right? It was supposed to like take out bosses, but now the only people that use it is like they use it for that stunning shot for the toxicity. So I wouldn't mind seeing that if I could. And we're going up against another monk player. I didn't even notice. Banshee, base damage at level 7 increased from 125 to 162. Love it. I got a level 7 Banshee. Give me that. Damage bonus per orb reduced from 35 to 25. Okay. Why? Recent changes to the Banshee have significantly increased her performance, but effective use of the unit is difficult at low levels. When accumulating spheres... I'm fighting off another sneeze here. I'm always fighting off a sneeze. Oh, my Lanta. I apologize. Hard due to the time required for this. The unit's base damage has been slightly increased, and the bonus from the orbs has been reduced, so that the total damage at 10 orbs remains essentially the same. Thus, at level 9, the unit will become slightly more effective, but for higher level players, there will be no significant changes. Last actual balancing change is Knight Statue. Sharpened Spear, we're using that now. Bonus after 50 charges reduced to 0.8. 50 charges? Who the heck gets to 50 charges? We're at 8 right now and like doing well. Who gets to 50 charges? Reduced from 0.8 to 0.2. And then Covenant of Veterans, same thing. Bonus 50 charges reduced from 0.8 to 0.2. Who on earth is getting to 50 charges? That's what I want to know. Why? The emergence of new mechanics allow you to gain a large number of charges on the statue, significantly increasing the effectiveness during a long game. Okay. Whoa, it just lagged out like crazy. Stay alive. I want this game to keep going. 22 seconds. I'm not like merging anything or doing anything. 1600. Hit him with a good game. How'd we do? Only 100 million. I mean, they're talking about, they're talking about high level gameplay rather than, or like long games for getting to 50. So it doesn't really matter all that much. But let's just finish this out because we've only got a little bit left. But why? The emergence of new mechanics area said that statue significantly increases the effectiveness during a long game. We are adding a weakening of the bonus after accumulating 50 charges, which will not affect the effectiveness of the unit in most decks. True. But will create difficulty in battles lasting 15 to 20 waves. Okay. Discussed changes. Okay. In this version, we have altered and weakened the most aggressive game strategies, or especially strong units, for example, Monk. We just took out 2 monks, ignore their crit. This will compensate for the weakness of other strategies aimed at staying on the board for a long time. It is for this reason that in the version, there are no changes related to the Inquisitor, Knight Statue at low levels, or any other units. We will continue to monitor the situation and make appropriate changes if necessary. So pretty cool. Okay, pretty cool. Let me know what you guys think of these changes. They keep doing this that I agree with. I'm not saying this is a negative thing. They keep doing this where they're boosting the legendary cards at low levels and nerfing them at high levels, which I think is fair. But that's coming from me with only low level legendary cards. Those people who have high level legendary cards, they have them for a reason. Very specific reason. So you're making those people unhappy, nerfing a card. They just got Monk to a max level. They're so excited. It's one of the most powerful cards in the game. Or that Sea-Dog just came out. And they're like, yes, Sea-Dog just came out. I've got this sweet new deck. Frost has never been in the meta. Now I have this deck that's Sea-Dog and Frost, and it's sick. And I put a bunch of time and effort into the game. And now both of those cards are getting nerfed. I would probably be unhappy. Doesn't touch me, but I would probably be unhappy. So let me know where you guys are on that spectrum. I think that sounds pretty good. Inquis not being touched, love it. Cultist not being touched, love it. Those are the two cards that I have at max. Two legendaries that I have at max. Night Statue not being touched. That's the next one I'm going to get to max. Very, very close. Blade Dancer makes me think. Let me know if you think I should level up Blade Dancer. I don't really have any other cards in the works. I was going to show you, but I don't even have it on the screen right now. But fellas, that's going to be the end of this YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Go check out my games. Help support me with code BEACH. Check out my TikTok. Been making shorts over there. Been loving it. And I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.